Section 6 of Bill and Doreen's Courtship. Selections from the Songs of a Sentimental Bloke by Clarence James Dennis. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Son of the Exiles. Section 6. The Siren. She sung a song and I sat silent there, with both hands grippin' hard onto me chair. Me 'eart that yesterday I thought was broke, with 'umpin' such a heavy load of care, come swellin' in me throat like I would choke. I felt 'ot blushes climbin' to me 'air. 'Twas like that feelin' when the spring wind breathes sad music in the softly rustlin' leaves, an' when a bloke sits down an' starts to chew crook thoughts without quite knowin' why 'e grieves for things 'e's done 'e didn't oughter do, fair winded wiv the 'eavy sighs 'e 'eaves. She sung a song, an' all at once I seen the kind o' cruel an' 'eartless brute I've been. In ev'ry word I read it like a book, the slanter game I've played wiv my Doreen. I 'eard it in 'er song an' in 'er look. I seen what made me feel fair rotten mean. Poor 'urt Doreen, me tender bit o' fluff! Ah, men don't understand, they're far too rough. Their ways is far too coarse wiv lovin' tarts. They never gives 'em sympathy enough. They treats 'em 'arsh, they tramples on their 'earts, because their own cruel 'earts is leather tough. She sung a song, an' all them bitter things that chewin' over lovers' quarrels brings give place to thoughts o' sorrer an' remorse, like when some dilly punter goes an' slings 'is last lone diner on some stiffened 'orse, an' learns them vain regrets wot 'urts an' stings. 'Twas at a beano where I lobs along to drown them memories of fancied wrong. I swear I never knew that she'd be there, but when I met 'er eye, oh, 'struth, 'twas strong. 'Twas bitter strong, that jolt o' dull despair, 'er look o' scorn. An' then she sung a song. The tune was one o' them sad, mournful things that catch yeh in the bellows 'ere an' brings tears to yer eyes. The words was of a tart 'oo's trackin' wiv a silly coot 'oo slings 'er love aside an' breaks 'er tender 'eart. But 'twasn't that, it was the way she sings. To 'ear 'er voice a bloke 'ud be a log 'oo kept 'is block. Me mind was in a fog o' sorrow fer to think 'ow I was wrong. Ah, I 'ave been a fair ungrateful 'og. The feelin' that she put into that song 'ud melt the 'eartstrings of a chiner dog. I listens wiv me 'eart up in me throat. I drunk in ev'ry word an' ev'ry note. Tears trembles in 'er voice when she tells 'ow that tart's snuffed out because 'e never wrote. An' then I seen 'ow I was like that cow. With sudden shame me guilty soul was smote. Doreen, she never looked my way, but stood 'arf turned away an' beefed it out reel good, until she sang that bit about the grave. Too late 'e learned 'e 'ad misunderstood. An' then, Gawstruth, the pleadin' look she gave fair in me face 'ud melt a heart o' wood. I dunno 'ow I seen that evenin' thro'. They must 'a' thought I was 'arf shick, I knew. But I 'ad 'urt Doreen without no call. I seen me duty, wot I had to do. Oh, strike! I could 'a' blubbed before 'em all, but I sat tight an' never cracked a boo. An' when at last the tarts they make a rise, a lop-eared coot wiv 'air down to 'is eyes, 'e looks on to Doreen an' starts to roam fer 'ome an' mother. I lines up an' cries, "'Ands off! I'm seein' this 'ere cliner 'ome." An' then we left 'im, gapin' wiv surprise. She never spoke, she never said no word, but walked beside me like she'd never 'eard. I swallers 'ard and starts to coax and plead. I says I'm dead ashamed of what's occurred. She don't reply, she never takes no heed, just stares before her like a startled bird. I tells her never can no other tart be 'arf what she is if we 'ave to part. I tells her that me life will be a wreck. It ain't no go, but when I makes a start to walk away, her arms is round me neck. "Oh, kid," she sobs, "you nearly broke me 'eart." I dunno what I done or what I said, but 'struth, I'll not forget it till I'm dead. That night when 'ope back in me brisket lobs, 'ow my Doreen, she lays 'er little 'ead down on me shoulder 'ere, an' sobs an' sobs, an' all the lights gets sorter blurred an' red. Say, square an' all, it don't seem right some'ow to say such things, but what I'm feelin' now 'as come at times, I s'pose, to other men when you 'ave 'ad a real ole ding-dong row. Say, ain't it bonzer makin' up again? Straight wire, it's almost worth... Ah, I'm a cow! To think I'd ever seek to 'arm a hair of 'er dear 'ead again. My oath, I swear, no more I'll roust on 'er in angry 'eat. But still, she never seemed to me so fair. She never was so tender or so sweet as when we smooged beneath the lamplight there. She's never been so lovin' with 'er gaze, so gentle with 'er pretty women's ways. I tells 'er she's me queen, me angel too. "Oh, no, I ain't no angel, kid," she says. "I'm just a woman, an' I loves you true, an' so I'll love you all me mortal days." She sung a song, 'ere in me balmy style. I sets all tarts, fer in me hour o' trial me soul was withered be a woman's frown, an' broodin' care came roostin' on me dial. She sung a song, me 'eart wiv woe cast down was raised to 'eaven be a woman's smile. End of Section 6. Recording by Son of the Exiles. End of Bill and Doreen's courtship. Selections from the Songs of a Sentimental Bloke by Clarence James Dennis.